Hello, everybody, and welcome to the webinar. My name is Greg. I'm the Head of Marketing and Digital for Wimbledon School of English. Thank you for joining us. Today, we have got an excellent panel of people to tell you about our juniors programs for this summer for English study camps. And I will introduce them to you. It's Susi Wright, our Director of Studies here at Wimbledon School of English, Paul Greaves, our Director of Young Learners for English Study Camps, and Alex Branco, our Senior Sales Executive. So today, a bit of housekeeping at the start. We are going to hear from all the guys. At the very end, you'll have the opportunity to ask questions. There's a Q&A box there where you can just ask us anything and we will help you with your questions at the very end. For those of you who submitted questions beforehand in the registration page, I have those ready and we will answer those at the end during the Q&A section. So to get us started, I'll pass you over to our Director of Young Learners, Paul.
Thanks very much, Greg. And good afternoon and good morning to everyone joining us. I've just looked through a list of the people on here, so it's lovely to see some names I recognise and some new people on here as well. So you're very welcome. It's a kind of it was a nice morning here in Wimbledon. Now it's kind of clouded over a little bit, and the sun's just about to set. So yeah, you're welcome here from Wimbledon School of English. As Greg mentioned, my name's Paul Greaves. I'm the Director of Young Learners here at English Study Camps, and as you all know, is part of the fantastic Wimbledon School of English. So today I'm going to talk to you about our exciting programs for 2026 summer. We've got Susi here who's going to give my voice a little bit of a rest so she can talk a little bit about our academic courses and our fantastic STEM summer camp we have at LWC. And as Greg mentioned, towards the end, we're going to have a Q&A section. So if you do have any questions, please put them into the, just type into the chat box here and we will do our best to answer them at the end. So as I mentioned, I'll go through our 3 different centres and talk about the different programs we have here. Thank you for the thumbs up. That's very welcoming. Okay, so just moving on. Yeah, as I mentioned, we have our 3 centres at English Study Camps for 2026. As you all may know, we have Lord Wandsworth College, which is our flagship summer school. That's based in Hampshire, about an hour and a half away from central London itself, and about an hour from where we are in Wimbledon. At Lord Wandsworth College, we're so happy to say it's our 10th year. Back in 2016, I was had a little bit of hair, and I was the centre manager at LWC, so I know the campus very well. And it's lovely to see the programme just grow and grow and grow over the past 10 years. We also have our Wimbledon summer programme that runs for 8 weeks. This begins in mid-June and runs through to mid-August. And we have our brand new centre at London Epsom College. So we're so happy and proud to announce our kind of London Epsom College Centre, and I'll tell you a little bit about that later on in this webinar. So what makes English Study Camp special? So we've got 7 big kind of reasons here, but there are many, many more that makes us kind of special to our students and our staff. So number 1 is our staff really does make it special. In 2025, we had over 70% of our staff returning, which makes my life so much easier. And also it's great for our students to see the same staff when they return year in, year out. It really makes a difference that our programs are seamless from day 1 when our students arrive, because our staff know exactly, you know, where everything is at the campus, how we run our centres, how we do everything in the boarding houses, what we do on excursions. So it makes a huge difference with all of our staff returning, knowing each other, and putting on a fantastic programme from day 1. Number 2, we have challenging academic programmes and plus courses. Susi will talk about this a little bit later on, but we have some tried and tested academic courses that are fantastic. And we also have a brand new course for this summer, which Susi will tell you about. Number 3, there's our nationality mix. Last year, we had 38 different nationalities, which is absolutely awesome. It was great to see all these different nationalities from all around the world come into the UK and making new friends. And I'll talk a little bit more about kind of our nationality mix a little bit later. And number 4, we've got beautiful locations, both in Hampshire and here in London for Epsom and Wimbledon. So we go from different boarding schools at Lord Wandsworth College and Epsom College, as well as here in Wimbledon, where we use a local school, Wimbledon High School, which is a beautiful location. We have professional football and tennis academies. So our football academy for this year will be in its 3rd year. And at London Epsom College, we have our tennis academy. We're at safe, self-contained campuses, and we have host families. So we have something for everything. If you're looking for a residential accommodation for your students, we have that. If you're looking for host families, we have that. Day programs, we also offer this. And number 7 there, we have amazing excursions. We make sure that our students will see Central London. We will make sure they go on the London Eye. We make sure that they have paid for entries when they come to London, as well as when we take them to Oxford, to Cambridge, to Windsor, to Brighton, to Portsmouth, and other amazing places around the UK. So we make sure that the excursions are safe and that they have a fantastic time with us. So that's just a few reasons why it makes coming to an English Study Camp Centre in the summer so special. So this is a lovely slide of our centre managers. So I'm so happy, so proud that we've got 3 amazing centre managers for our Wimbledon, our Lord Wandsworth College and our Epsom College centres. So starting on the right-hand side there, you can see Gina. So Gina's returning for her 2nd year this summer. She's got lots of experience working for other summer school providers in the past. And she did such a fantastic job at Lord Wandsworth College last year that she's agreed to come back, and she's going to be the centre manager for LWC. In the middle there, we've got Benita. So Benita's our centre manager for our Wimbledon location. She's returning for our 6th year, so it's so amazing to know that she's coming back to lead such a great summer centre. And on the left-hand side there, our new centre manager, Monica. Some of you may recognise Monica. She worked for Bell for over 21 years, leading their huge summer schools. And you know, obviously we've been able to take her on for this year. So excited for her to join the team at Epsom College. So we've got 3 very experienced and excellent centre managers who are running our centres for this summer. So as I mentioned about our nationalities, as you can see there, we've got our top 10 nationalities there. But if you look at the map of the world, everywhere there, you can see the kind of purple colour is where we have students coming across to our centres. You'll also notice that we do have students from the UK, which is pretty cool. We have student ambassadors at LWC, who are British students who will take part in the programme as if they are international students. And it's such a joy to see them kind of mixing with our international students and getting to know each other and finding out what's cool for young people, which I don't know now. So we have a lovely mix of nationalities, which you know, we're hoping, and I'm sure we will break that 38 nationalities for 2026. Okay, I'm just going to pass over to Susi. So Susi's our Director of Studies here at Wimbledon School of English for our main school, and oversees all of the academic programmes at our younger under 18 centre. So Susi, over to you.
Thanks, Paul. Hi, everyone. So I'm Susi. I'm the Director of Studies here at Wimbledon School of English, which you're probably aware has an excellent reputation for academic standards. So we bring the same high standards of teaching and learning to all our junior courses. So I'm very proud to tell you about our junior courses for this summer. So our students get lots of flexibility and choices for their study. We can really tailor-make courses that suit their interests. So everybody needs to pick a main study course that can be academic or sports related. Then they can choose a plus course that interests them. And then if they want to also add an optional coaching session in tennis or horse riding, they can do that as well. Now, these choices can change week to week. So if they're studying for 4 weeks, they can study 4 different courses. So there's lots of variety of subjects over the summer. So if we look closer at the main study options, there are 3 possible pathways for their academic programme. Firstly, we have Explore English. So this is our teen version of General English. It's not coursebook based. It's designed around topics that are hopefully interesting to teenagers, such as travel, science, nature, and space. It's a really interactive course. There's loads of speaking, loads of group work. It's designed to really build the confidence and fluency of our students. So this is available at all our centres for any age, at any level. And all the students should leave speaking more naturally, more confidently, and with clearer accuracy. Then we have our 2 project-based courses. So firstly, there's Future Business Leaders, which is a business and leadership course, where week to week the students might build a business plan for a new product that they've designed, or a marketing campaign, or pitch a new product. So there's lots of presenting, and it's a great course for ambitious and high-level students who are interested in international careers, or a leadership role, or entrepreneurship. And then finally, we have our new Future Changemakers course. So this is a really future-focused, problem-based course where students explore real-world issues and then try and design solutions. So it could be problems like the advance of technology and AI, or sustainability in international events like the World Cup that's happening this year, or tackling issues of social injustice. So this is a really exciting option for high-level students who are motivated by real-world issues and who want to make an impact. This, as you can see, is available at Lord Wandsworth Flyers for the older students and at Epsom. And both the project courses have a minimum level of B1+, so intermediate level. So after all the intensive study first thing in the morning, then the plus courses come as quite a welcome change. So we do offer a huge amount of variety here. Depending on the centre, the students could choose something quite academic, like presentations and public speaking. They can be creative with filmmaking or theatre and drama and movement. There's tech-focused options like coding, or our new course using AI creatively, which was really popular last year. Or there's more practical, physical lessons like forest skills and bushcraft, or football skills. And then at our 2 London centres, the London Explorer programme was really popular, and that ties in with the excursion programme, so students can really get to know the city while they're here. So the idea with all our courses is that the students aren't just studying the language, they're using the language to do things that challenge them and interest them. Thanks, Paul. I will hand back to you.
Thanks, Susie. Yeah, fantastic. And yeah, you know, another reason what makes us so special is that because we're a year-round school, we're able to work on our academic courses during the off season as well. So I know Susie and her team are always updating our programs, our academic courses, to make sure that they're not repeated year in, year out. So when our students are returning, they know they're going to have a new and improved course as well. So as Susie mentioned, in the morning, our students are able to choose between 3 different kind of academic courses depending at the location. But we also offer sports academies. So we have our football academy, which is available at Lord Wandsworth College. The football academy is going to be in its 3rd year. I'll talk a little bit more about this, but instead of going into the classroom, our students, our players, will go onto the football pitch and be coached by UEFA A licensed coaches. So it's a fantastic program. And new for 2026 at Epsom is our tennis academy. So our tennis academy is going to be based at London Epsom College. It's going to be a fantastic program for our tennis players. And again, I will talk a little bit more about this later on. Okay, so let's move on to Lord Wandsworth College. So you can see there at the bottom right of the screen, it's our 10th anniversary. At LWC, Lord Wandsworth College, you know, as I mentioned, I was there in 2016 to start the program, been there quite a few times, and we have such a great relationship with the host school. We're able to work on various programs throughout the year, making sure that when we do turn up in the summer, that we've got the best facilities for our students and that the course runs well. So at Lord Wandsworth College, you can see here that it's based ideally located close to London Heathrow, close to London Gatwick. So for airport transfers, it's a breeze, and we can get into London and get out of London quite easily. And also when we go to Oxford and down to the south coast, it's not that much of a journey. So it's a fantastic location. The college itself is the biggest campus in Europe for a school. It's fields and fields and fields. It has its own working farm on there. So it's a lovely location in the British countryside. It's by far our biggest summer centre, so we can have up to 250 students there each week. We run for 5 weeks. We used to run for 4 weeks, but we've extended this now because it's such a success. And our students arrive on the 5th of July, and they can stay from anywhere between 1 to 5 weeks. The same as London Epsom, the arrival day is the Sunday and the departure day is the Saturday. But you can see it's a fantastic location for a summer school and for students to get to experience the different amazing cities in the south of the country. It's a few photos of Lord Wandsworth College there, so you can see how green it is, how beautiful. Great sports facilities, the tennis courts, the swimming pool, and one of the boarding houses there, that's called Schoolhouse for our boys. And it's a fantastic location for our students to come and, live that kind of boarding school experience. So we have kind of 3 centres in one at Lord Wandsworth College. So we run for 8 through to 17-year-olds, but our 8 to 11-year-olds are known as LWC Explorers. And then our 12 to 17-year-olds are known as LWC Flyers. And then we have the Football Academy, which is available from 11-year-olds through to 17-year-olds. And you can see there on the slide that how many hours of English they have, how many hours of plus courses, or how many hours of coaching per week they have. And as Susie mentioned before, they have their main course study, and then they can choose one of the plus courses, which I'll go through in just a second. So at LWC, for our Flyers and our Explorers, they choose their main study and then they choose their plus course. So if I was a 13-year-old student, I could choose the Explore English in week 1 and do filmmaking. And in week 2, I could do the Football Academy and I could do coding. So they're able to change each week the course they're doing. The plus courses for our explorers, so for our younger ones, they can choose the drama movement, filmmaking, football skills, and forest skills and bushcraft. So as I mentioned, for our Football Academy, it's from 11 to 17-year-olds, but we do recognise there are some 8, 9 and 10-year-olds who want to play football, love playing football, and so they can have the football skills in their plus course, which is actually run by our Football Academy coaches as well. So they get to have the football there. But the plus courses are incredible. Last year was our first year running the forest skills and bushcraft, and it's fantastic just seeing the students out there doing nature walks, making little kind of areas in the bushes, in the woods, etc. And it's lots and lots of fun. And for our Flyers, so the plus courses for our Flyers, they can choose filmmaking, theatre and drama, AI, football skills, presentations, coding, and again, forest skills. So our Flyers have the opportunity to choose lots and lots of different plus courses in the afternoon, which are run by teachers, and we also have a coding teacher come in, and they're just fantastic kind of afternoon sessions for our students to take part in. The boarding houses, so the residences at Lord Wandsworth College are superb. They've been renovated over the past few years. We've got brand new toilets and showers. The furniture in the bedrooms have been updated. Each house has a designated house parent. So when the students arrive on the Sunday, they get to meet their house parent, who's going to be their house parent for their stay. So any problems, they can talk to that person. They know they've got that one main person they can talk to. Of course, they can talk to any other member of staff, but we've got that main person within the house. Each house has a kitchen, which is fully stocked with fruits, with cereals, with bread, etc. So if they're a little bit peckish when they come home after the disco, they can still use the kitchen. They have common areas, And it's just a lovely place for students to come at the end of the day and just talk to their house parents and welfare leaders about the amazing time they've had at Lord Wandsworth College. A few photos here of the boarding houses, so you can see some of the common areas, an example of the bedrooms there. So really nice places for our students to be kind of located for the summer. This is a photo of one of our girls' boarding houses, Haygate House, which is another lovely house. So this is a sample timetable of our Lord Wandsworth College Flyers programme, so for the 12 to 17-year-olds. I'll go through it, and it's very similar for the Explorers as well. So on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, our students will have 3 lessons in the morning. So you can see they have 1 hour, then a break, an hour, then lunch. After lunch, they have their plus course. So again, we could have a student who's chosen future business leaders, will do that in the morning, and then after lunch, they may be doing AI. So that's on the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. On the Wednesday, they will have an academic excursion. So that's where they will stay within their classes and their teachers will lead the excursion for them. So you can see that Monday through Friday is an academic time through till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So from 3 till 4 o'clock is free time. So again, when we look at feedback from our students and our group leaders and our partners, we understand that students would like a little bit more free time within their day. So we've made sure we put that into our timetable. After their free time at 4 o'clock on the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, they have their afternoon options and their cultural clubs. So they can choose different sports, they can choose to do some arts and crafts, some baking, some singing, etc. So this is on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 4 till 5:30. And then we have dinner. So the food at Lord Wandsworth College is incredible. The feedback last year was the best I've ever seen. So they do a great job. And then after dinner, they will have a little bit of free time. And then from 7:30 through till 9 o'clock, they have their evening entertainment. So we will have the welcome party, we will have scavenger hunts, we have mini Olympics, we have trashing shows, we have the disco on the Friday night. So we bring the school together and do some really fun activities that gets everyone involved. You can also see there on the Wednesday and the Saturday, we have put some free time in there for our older students. And on the Saturday, because it's been a full-day excursion, they have free time if they want, but we will be running activities also. Now, when they go back to house at 9 o'clock, they'll be greeted by their house parent, they'll be registered, and then they have another kind of small activity in the house. They can either use the kitchen, there might be like a movie they're going to watch, a table tennis tournament. So we do things in the house as well, just to bring the house together. And it's such a nice time for the students in their individual houses to kind of sit around and chat and get to know each other. Now on the Saturday, we have a full-day excursion, and this is an extended excursion. So we leave a little bit earlier, come back a little bit later. And you can see in this sample one, we're going to London. And then on the Sunday, we take them to a local town or city. So we take them to either Winchester or we take them to Reading, where they can do a little bit of shopping, a little bit of sightseeing as well. So it's a full program for our students when they're with us at Lord Wandsworth College. As I mentioned, our Explorers is fairly similar. The lessons are slightly shorter because they're younger, and they will have an earlier bedtime because they're younger, and they're going to be tired from having such a fantastic time with us. Our Explorers, have a really good time. We make sure that the activities are different to the older students, that the evening activities are different as well, because we do understand that they're at different ages, and we wouldn't want to have an 8-year-old and a 17-year-old doing the same activity. So we make sure that they are separate for them. Okay, and the Football Academy. So the Football Academy, as I said, is in its 3rd year now. We run for 5 weeks, and it's open for the 11 to 17-year-olds. The Football Academy has grown, has improved, and we've got some really cool, exciting things planned for this summer. Now, the Football Academy is run by professional coaches. So we decided to bring our Football Academy in-house. So we know that we were going to get the UEFA A licensed coaches who have worked at Premier League clubs that can run excellent sessions both on the pitch, in the sports hall, and making sure that our students get the best experience ever for a football academy. So here's some lovely photos here. You can see our girls academy. You can see at the bottom there by the goal is we film the football matches. So this is just a still from that. And at the top there, you can see our students at the best stadium in the world, at Arsenal Stadium. So yeah, some lovely photos there. So our football academy, again, they can take part in the football academy in the morning, but after lunch, they can still go in with our academic program. So they could still choose something like filmmaking, like AI, coding, presentations, etc. So here's our football academy timetable. Again, it's similar to our Flyers timetable, but in the morning, they're on the football pitch having their coaching. You can see a big difference there is on the Wednesday, we take them to a football stadium tour. So we will take them to Wembley Stadium, the home of football, to Arsenal Stadium, to Chelsea's, to Tottenham, to West Ham Stadium, and this will be led by the football coaches. So the football coaches know exactly about what happens before the game, at half time, after the game, and so on. And it's a great opportunity for our players to talk to the coaches and find out, you know, what does the coach do at half time? You know, how do the players warm up, etc. On the Thursday there, you can see in orange, we have our match preparation in the afternoon, and then we have an evening football match against a local English team. So we are able to bring local teams into Lord Wandsworth College. So English players who play on an English team will play against our international players every week. So last summer, we had 3 or 4 football matches going on each week. And so we have younger boys, older boys, girls matches going on. And these are filmed and streamed live online. So we give the login details for the parents, for the friends, for the families to go online and be able to watch your son or daughter or friend or cousin, etc., playing football in the UK. It's so cool to watch. And then also our coaches will use that footage for the next day to talk about kind of, you know, what they were doing in certain situations and so on, and what they did really well. So those football matches on the Thursday evening are fantastic to watch. And we have the whole school come out to watch their friends, cheer them on, and it's a beautiful kind of atmosphere to have in a beautiful kind of location at Lord Wandsworth College. Here's a bio about our head football coach. So Stuart is our head coach. This will be his 3rd year coming back. So Stuart leads our program along with Dan and Dan. We have 2 coaches called Dan. We'll be getting another coach as well because I know our numbers are going to increase. But Stuart here has worked for some of the biggest teams in England. So for Manchester United, you can see him there standing in the middle of Old Trafford. He's worked for Manchester City's ladies team and lots of different teams as well. So he's worked with players who currently play in the Premier League and has lots and lots of experience and knowledge about professional football. Okay, and our student ambassadors. So as I mentioned at the beginning, we do have British students who take part in our programme at Lord Wandsworth College. So we have students who will take part in the programme. They live in the boarding houses, they will go to the lessons, go to the plus courses, go on the excursions with our students as if they were one of our international students. And it's such a joy to see them kind of mix with all of our international students to find out more about where they're from, and for our international students to find out more about British students. So here's an example of Ella. She was a student ambassador for the last couple of years, and in fact was a member of our activity leader team, a member of staff last summer because she was over the age of 18. So it's really nice to see that kind of progression for our student ambassadors becoming members of staff. And, you know, both our British students and our international students get a lot out of this. Okay, so as I mentioned, in the afternoon, they will have their afternoon kind of sports and cultural clubs. At Lord Wandsworth College, the sports facilities are second to none. So we do the sports that you could imagine we always do, such as football, volleyball, table tennis, but we also do the more traditional English ones, such as rugby and cricket, because it's great for students just to experience kind of holding a rugby ball and understanding how to to throw it. So they have the opportunity to take part in different sports during the week. If they don't want to take part in sports, that's absolutely fine, because we have lots of cultural clubs. So we have arts and crafts, we have nature walks, singing, cooking, baking, doing board games. So there's always something for our students to do in the afternoon. And in the evening, as I mentioned, they have some really fun activities. So, the disco, we have a disco every Friday, and we make sure it's themed. So it could be a black and white disco where everyone has to wear either something black or something white. It could be a casino themed disco. We have talent shows, we have welcome parties, we have international nights, mini Olympics, quiz nights, etc. So lots and lots of things for our students to get together and kind of really mix up and get to know other students at the centre. As Susie mentioned, we've also got the World Cup this year, so hopefully everyone will be cheering England on to win the World Cup, and we will be showing that at all of our centres. Okay, I'm just going to hand back over to Susie to talk a little bit about our summer STEM boarding school taster programme at Lord Wandsworth College. So Susie, over to you.
Lovely, thanks Paul. So we're really excited to announce this course. This is a brand new course. It's a STEM boarding school taster camp at Lord Wandsworth College. So it's a 2-week residential programme. We're running it in partnership with Lord Wandsworth staff and teachers. And the idea is that the students are completely immersed in the British boarding school experience. So there's just a few dates and numbers there. So it's for 13 to 17-year-old students. It's running for 2 weeks from the 26th of July. So as part of this authentic boarding school immersion, the students will study STEM subjects. So in the morning, they'll be looking at things like science, space, engineering, and robotics. That's then combined with more creative modules. So there's art and design, there's computer studies, and enterprise and entrepreneurship. And all these classes are taught by the expert teachers at Lord Wandsworth College. So the students are getting really top level tuition. The students will live in the Lord Wandsworth boarding house that's run by the housemaster, and they'll have to follow all the rules of the academic year students, including having homework time in the evening and having house competitions. Then they'll be doing some really fun activities in the afternoons and the evenings. So that includes a survival adventure training where they sleep out under the stars once a week. And that's led by the outdoor education department at Lord Wandsworth. And they'll also have a weekly full body, mind and body workout session in the state-of-the-art gym. They also get a formal talk from the headmaster and from the director of admissions, so they can get information and advice on the idea of moving to a British boarding school to see if it's something that would work for them. This programme is just a fantastic opportunity to get a taste of British boarding school life for just 2 weeks. It's organised by us, but overseen by the exceptional staff at Lord Wandsworth. Thanks, Paul.
Perfect. Thanks, Susie. And yeah, we're so excited about this programme here. So it's kind of testament to the 10 years we've been working with Lord Wandsworth College, that we know each other so well. We've got, very similar qualities, that we want the best for our students. And then when we spoke to Lord Wandsworth College about this possibility, they thought it was a fantastic idea. So it's going to be a great opportunity for any students out there who are looking to maybe come to the UK for to spend an academic term here or an academic year, or continue their studies here. So yeah, we're really looking forward to this programme, and I know it's going to be a fantastic one. Okay, and the excursions for LWC. So you can see here on the Wednesday and Saturday, our students will go into London. Every student will go into London and they will see the sites they want to see. They will see Big Ben, they will see the Houses of Parliament, they'll see London Eye. We make sure they do this, but we take them to some amazing places as well as this. So we will take them to Madame Tussauds, we'll take them to Oxford, we'll have a tour of Oxford with a tour guide, then go into one of the colleges. We go to Brighton, we go to the Royal Pavilion in Brighton, to Brighton Pier. So we make sure our students will have the best time on their excursions. As I mentioned, our football academy will go to the stadiums on a Wednesday with their football coaches. And then on the Sunday, we will take them to Reading or Winchester for some shopping. And Winchester is a beautiful English kind of town. Here's a picture of some of our students on excursion here. I'm going to ask the question, where is this? Does anyone know? Windsor, thank you, Susie, you got that right. Yep, so that's Windsor Castle there. So yeah, there's some of our students there at Windsor Castle just enjoying their excursion. We do offer further tennis coaching as well. So at all of our centres, we are able to offer tennis coaching. So at London Epsom College, we have our tennis academy, but if students want to do a different academic course, they can still take part in the tennis coaching in the afternoon. We have tennis coaching at LWC, and we have tennis coaching here in Wimbledon as well. So as we're Wimbledon, we have to offer Wimbledon tennis, and that we do with our professional coaches. So it's a great thing for students to do if they want to improve their tennis playing. Excuse me. So back to this one. So that was Lord Wandsworth College. On to Wimbledon. So Wimbledon, as we know, is in London, is in zone 3 of London. You can see that bottom photo there is actually taken from Wimbledon itself. So we're so close to the centre of London, but we're in a leafy green part of London itself, which is a very safe location. But we're so close, we can be in Westminster within 15-20 minutes. So it's a very close place for us to get to. So Wimbledon itself, we run for 8 weeks, beginning 21st of June through to mid-August. We offer host families to homestay. We offer residential for 4 weeks in July at a local university accommodation. And we do also offer day programs. So if you have any students who've got family here in London, they can stay with their family, but still come to us for the day program. The Wimbledon program's been running for a few years now. It's a fantastic program. It's great for students to have excellent academic subjects in the morning, but then go into London in the afternoon. This is for 14 to 17-year-olds, and the arrival day is a Sunday, and the departure day is a Sunday as well. So here you can see a few photos. That one on the left-hand side there, where you can see Wimbledon Station. You can see that we've got the overground trains, we've got the trams, and we've got the tube, the underground here. So all of our students who take part in this program will receive an Oyster card that gets them onto the tube. We teach them how to use that, and it's pretty cool when you see them all on the district line going into London for the first time, coming out of the train and seeing Big Ben. It's pretty spectacular, so lovely to see. At Wimbledon, we use Wimbledon High School, which is just around the corner from the main school here in Wimbledon. It's a beautiful independent school for girls during the academic year, but we utilise it for the summer. And some of you may know this. It's a beautiful location. It's all up to date. It's a great place for our studies to be run from. Here's some photos of our classes in Wimbledon. So there's one of our returning teachers there, Simon, and some of our students enjoying their time with us. So with our courses here, as Susie mentioned, we offer 2 of our main study courses. So the Explore English one and our Future Business Leaders course. And then they can choose a plus course. So again, 1 week they could choose Explore English with filmmaking, and then the second week they could do the Future Business Leaders course with London Explorer. So they can try different courses each week. The plus courses, they can do the London Explorer, which they learn about London, then they go into London in the afternoon. So, you know, what's better than that? Filmmaking, which is really cool to see the films our students kind of create, and presentations as well. So presentation they're working on through the week, and then they present at the end of the week. Here's a sample timetable of our London Wimbledon programme. So you can see there Monday through Friday. In the morning, they have their 2 main study lessons, and then they have their plus course after that lesson. Once they finish their plus course, they have lunch, and then we're off into London for 4 afternoons each week. So we've had lunch, we walk across the road to Wimbledon Station, on the tube, and we're in London within 15-20 minutes. And you can see here in that sample timetable, we're doing a walking tour of Westminster, we're going to Madame Tussauds, we're going to Piccadilly Circus, we're going to Notting Hill. So our excursion leaders will take our students around, show them the great sights of London, and then of course they have a little bit of time to do some shopping. On the Wednesday afternoon, we take them, we keep them within the Wimbledon area. Our students can either have optional tennis coaching, they can do a little bit of shopping, or we can take them to a local park where we play football, volleyball, etc. And it's a great time for them to, again, make new friends. Now, in the evenings, they will have evening activities on the Wednesday and the Friday. So here you can see there's a pizza party, and then an end of week disco, which we hold here in the main school in Wimbledon. Now, after the Wednesday and Friday, and when they finish their excursions, if they're with our host families, they will go back to our host families and have dinner with a British family and do everything a British family does in the evening, which is pretty cool. Or they go to our residential accommodation where we have a house parent to look after them. Or if they're just a day student, they will go back home and just come back the next day. On the Saturday, we take them away from London. So here you can see we'll be taken to Oxford, but we take them to other places around the south of England, such as Brighton, to Portsmouth, to Windsor, etc. And then on the Sunday, we do another full-day excursion. So here we're taking them to Chessington World of Adventures, but we take them to Buckingham Palace, to Hyde Park, etc. So again, they are always going out and about, seeing new areas of London and other cities around the south of the UK. Here's some of our students and a few members of our staff by the London Eye. Good memories there. And then, you know, there's a few more photos of students in Oxford, at Windsor Castle, in Brighton. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, again, some really good memories seeing those students' faces there. So as I mentioned, we have homestay accommodation, and we work with over 190 host families in the Wimbledon area. So we know every host family by face, by name. We do not work with agencies, so we make sure that the host families are the right places for our students to be placed. All of our host families are police checked, so everyone who lives in the house we will make sure is a good person, and the maximum journey time from the host family to the school is 25 minutes. The host families are amazing. They have a really good time. And I love talking to our students about what they did the night before with a host family. It's really cool to hear the really, fantastic things they get up to. And I know they have a fantastic time because last year we had 100% satisfaction for our students who found their hosts friendly and welcoming. So we get feedback from our students every week, and 100% was so nice to see. And there's a couple really nice kind of testimonials there from students talking about their hosts. Okay, now on to our brand new centre at London Epsom College. So we're so happy, so proud to say that we've confirmed London Epsom College. It's less than half an hour from Wimbledon itself. Epsom College is one of the top boarding schools in the UK. The patron of the school is King Charles himself. So it's got lots and lots of connections with the royal family, and it's a perfect location for our third centre. So Epsom College, as I mentioned, is between Wimbledon and Lord Wandsworth College. We can be in central London within 40 minutes, and we offer both a residential and a day programme. It's for 12 to 17-year-olds. We run for 4 weeks during the summer, beginning July the 5th. And as LWC, it's arrival day on the Sunday, departure day on the Saturday. And again, we're so close to Gatwick Airport and Heathrow Airport, it makes those transfers so much easier. Here's a few photos of Epsom College. So again, it's a beautiful location, safe location with the best sports facilities I've seen. They've got 33 tennis courts, which is a lot of tennis courts. They've got a lovely swimming pool. They've got indoor sports halls, outdoor sports pitches, everything that you'd want in a lovely traditional British boarding school that our students are able to take part in and use. So the boarding houses at Epsom College, again, are incredible. We have a boys' house, we have girls' houses. Again, we have house parents designated for each house as well. those common areas. So a lovely, safe place for our students to be located for the summer. Here's a few more photos of the boarding houses. Yeah, very nice. And our courses. So at London Epsom College, our students can choose between 3 courses to take part in the morning. So they can take part in the Explore English course, our Future Change Makers, or our Tennis Academy. So they will have 2 hours of these courses in the morning, and then after break they will have their plus course. And if they would like to do optional coaching, we have optional tennis coaching, and we also offer horse riding. So the plus courses at London Epsom is our London Explorer program, our filmmaking, and our presentations and public speaking. And as I mentioned a minute ago, we have tennis coaching for those students who may want to do the Explore English program in the morning, and then they can do some tennis coaching in the afternoon, and horse riding, which is always very popular. And so we do offer horse riding at London Epsom itself. Now here's the sample timetable for Epsom. So what we decided to do was have, what we do at Wimbledon, what we do at Lord Wandsworth College, put them together and create a fantastic program for our students at London Epsom. So in the mornings, they'd be in the classroom or on the tennis courts. And then on 3 afternoons per week, we go to the station and get the train into London. And as I mentioned, they're in central London within 40 minutes. On the Tuesday and Thursday, they will have their afternoon activities on site, or they can take part in the horse riding or optional tennis coaching. And then after dinner, they will have those fun evening activities, which I spoke about what we do at Lord Wandsworth College. On the Saturday, we have that full day excursion. So again, we're taking our students to Oxford. We're going to take them to Cambridge as well. And we're also taking them to Windsor. And then on the Sunday, which is brand new to us, because we're located at Epsom, the town centre is not too far from us. So our students will be able to walk into the town centre, go shopping, use Starbucks, Costa Coffee, etc. And we've just heard there's a new Primark being built in Epsom as well. So the students will have the opportunity to do shopping there as well. And so they have a little bit more free time, a little bit more freedom as well to go around Epsom town centre. Our Tennis Academy, this is our brand new one. Our Tennis Academy will be coached by LTA professional coaches. Again, the tennis courts at Epsom College are lovely. There's such a great location to have the tennis program. And then also in weeks 2, 3, and 4 for our tennis program, we will be bringing them to Wimbledon so they can see the tennis centre here in Wimbledon. They'll be able to see centre court. They'll be able to see the tennis museum there and see, why it's the home of tennis, really. And the Tennis Academy program is very similar to the academic program, where they have the tennis coaching in the morning, 2 lessons, and then they have their plus courses after this. Our London Epsom College excursions, we take them into London. Again, we take them to some fantastic places that they've heard of and may not have heard of in London. And then the full-day excursions, as I mentioned, to Oxford, to Cambridge especially. And then the Sunday activities, they can either go to Epsom Town Centre or they can stay on campus and use the great facilities there. So our feedback from our students in the summer of 2025 was exceptional. It really took us to the next level. It was fantastic to see. You can kind of see there that, students enjoyed their classes, loved their excursions, thought the staff were friendly and helpful, felt safe and comfortable. So we know the courses that we offer our students are excellent, and we really hope that your students will come in and join us for 2026. Okay, I'm just going to hand over to Alex, who's going to talk a little bit more about our courses here, and then it'll be over to Greg to start the Q&A. So if you do have any questions, please just type them in now, and Alex, over to you.
Hi everyone, it's a pleasure to see people I know, people I haven't met yet. Hopefully I'll see you around the school or one of our summer camps soon. As Paul said, fantastic. I think you heard a lot about our summer camps. It sounds like it's a lot, but I want you to focus on the last piece of information is the feedback we get from our students. We have a summer camp for any of your students. If they are more into sports, the sports academies, if they are the kids that are going to change the world, future change makers, if they want to visit London every day or almost every day, they can choose between Epsom with a residential accommodation or Wimbledon with host families. Our programs are designed for individuals, but we also welcome groups. So if you have doubts regarding this session, or if you have a group that you haven't placed yet, please do get in touch with us, either me directly or any of my colleagues, Dirk, our global sales manager, George or Yaya, and we'll be very happy to reply any of your questions. Greg, over to you.
Thanks, Alex. Hi, everybody. We're going to get stuck into the Q&A session shortly, but just before that, just to show you our partner hub, which is on our website. What we will do after this is we will email everybody the password to get in here if you don't have it already. So it's located on the website under the partners section. You will also get a follow-up with the video straight after this. So everybody here, you'll get an auto recap from the Teams registration platform, and we can take it from there. If you have any questions about anything you've heard or seen today, drop it in the chat and we will get to that. So we did have a couple of questions that came in before during the registration stage. So I will go straight into it, really. Britta, you were asking about the homestay options. So I think Paul covered that quite well, but if you want to recap what we have, Paul, for the Wimbledon programme.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so as I mentioned before, we work with lots and lots of host families within the Wimbledon area who've got lots of experience welcoming under 18s to their house. We make sure they're good people. We do police checks. They're close to the school here, so they can either walk here or they can take one train, one bus ride to the school here. So yeah, the host families, we have briefings with them before the summer, so they know our expectations. We make sure that the students are back home every evening. We check with all our hosts to make sure that they're back. If there's any problems, there never is, but if there are, they are able to contact us at any time to let us know. But yeah, the host families, as I mentioned, Greg, we got 100% satisfaction last summer, which is just, you know, lovely to see. And I know that our students have the best time with the hosts.
Great, thanks, Paul. One that came up earlier as well that I think would be good to let them know about is someone asked about the airport transfers. Are they included in the price, in the course price?
Yeah, sure. I can take this one as well. So sorry, Susie and Alex. But yeah, so with the transfers, at our Lord Wandsworth College and our London Epsom College, between the times of 9 o'clock in the morning through to 6 o'clock in the evening on the Saturday and Sunday, the transfers are included in the price. Outside of this time, there is a private transfer price, which we can give you the prices for. For our Wimbledon location, the transfer is on top of the course price as well. So again, it depends what time they're coming in or leaving, but again, we can give you prices for this.
Great, thank you. And Marcella, you've left a question in the chat. Thank you. Do students go to London alone in the Wimbledon programme, or do teachers go with them?
Yep, again, I can take this one. So no, they don't go alone. We have excursion leaders and we have our teachers who will accompany our students. So we'll go in small groups with our students to make sure that they know how to get into London, because trying to navigate the underground system can be quite hard. But we will make sure that our students will go with a member of staff. They will have a little bit of free time when they are in London. You're welcome, Marcella. But we will make sure that, you know, they're coming back to us. They have meeting points, and yeah. So rest assured, we make sure our students are looked after at every moment. So yeah, they're always with a member of staff there.
Right, thanks, Paul. We had one more come in from the registration stage. It is asking about, can students request to share a room with a friend? So either at residence or in homestay.
Yeah, is Alex wanting to take this or?
Sure. So we do our best to accommodate these kind of requests. Students need to be compatible ages. So we'll, as you can appreciate, a 12 and a 15-year-old is difficult to place in the same room. If they're 12 and 13, same gender, we'll do our best, but preferably, actually, for them, it's better if they are different nationalities, but we'll do our best to accommodate. And to send the request as soon as possible, because as later in the process, it will be more difficult to do it.
Yeah.
Right,
Can
thanks,
I just
Alex.
add on to
Yeah.
that?
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
Gregor, just to add on, I can fully understand if students are coming to the UK and they want to know that they're going to be sharing a bedroom with someone that they know, which is fully understandable. But they do not spend much time in their bedrooms. It's usually only just to sleep and to get changed, etc. So we want to make sure that they're mixing as much as possible. As I mentioned, we have our house parents in charge of the houses who will make sure that students are having the best time. But the last thing we want is the students to go back to their room straight away and just stay in their bedroom. Really they're just going back to get changed or go to sleep and waking up next morning and coming out and having the best time. So as Alex mentioned, if it's something that they really want and it's something we can do, we will try our best. But it's not the end of the world if they don't, because there's so much more they can be doing when they're outside of the bedroom.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, when we speak to partners and parents especially, I think the benefit for them sharing a room with somebody else from a different nationality is they're more likely to speak English with that other nationality. So if they're with their friends, they're not going to speak English together realistically. So that's just something we always kind of advise parents and partners when they're speaking to the student. But again, we can accommodate that if you send in the request. We don't have any more questions for today, but just to recap and say that you will get the recording straight after this, and Alex will follow up with the password to the partner hub. If any other questions come up after that, get in touch with us. Our contact details are they'll go out with the recap as well. So, do stay in touch, and we hope to welcome you to English study camps this summer. Bye bye, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.